So quickly revisiting our defense strategies on this Ace Jack 3 rainbow board. After facing a 3-bet from the small blind, we've opened the button and decided to defend. The small blind bets this flop for a half pot sizing very frequently indeed. Many players will just auto bet this for about a half pot or 2/3 pot sizing. What do we do when we're faced with this bet? Well, we can see from our strength buckets on the right hand side here that we've got quite a nice breakdown. We don't fold 2-pair or better. We're always going to fold our air and bear backdoor flush draws, and we are never going to fold our nut open enders or nut wraps. That covers about 1/3 of our range. We will see that we're going to defend here about 57% of the time, and we're going to fold 43% of the time. What's interesting is that when we look at similar flops, we see a very similar breakdown of strategies in terms of high level strength buckets. 2-pair and better very rarely gonna be folded. Nut open ender or better is very rarely gonna be folded. Air or a backdoor will always be folded, and this strategy will hold over very many flops. In fact, basically all flops of this form where you've got ace high rainbow with a Broadway card, no straight available, no paired board, no flush available, a rainbow board in particular, and we can see that this strategy will hold over almost all of the flops. Our folding frequency is going to be very similar again over many of these flops as well, and this strategy is going to tell us what to do with about 1/3 of our range on most of these flops. So it's pretty easy and pretty quick to pick up and implement, and pretty effective for a fair chunk of our range. Do be aware that as we get to these very heavy flops, these ace king flops in particular without a wheel card, we will start folding out some of our weaker bottom 2-pair hands, especially if they happen to have a straight draw blocker. 2-pair bottom 2 straight draw blocker, we're going to fold on these very heavy flops. Likewise on these very connected flops like an ace 10-9, we will fold some open enders, but our rule will hold pretty well across most of these flops. That then leaves us with a decision to make only on our 1-paired hands, which will be 2/3 of the time. But if we drill down into those hands on the ace jack 3 especially, we can again see some pretty strong patterns. We're just never folding our top pairs, and we're never folding any other pair with a straight draw. Any other 1-pair hand we just muck. Very easy and pretty effective. However, that particular strategy does not hold as well across all boards. Here you can see we're going to fold out some of our top pairs, we're going to fold out some of our other pairs with straight draws. You will have to use your own skill and judgment to decide which boards you're going to fold out which hands in these categories. However, you are going to be able to do pretty well. This one holds very well to our rules of thumbs. You're going to be able to do pretty well across quite a lot of boards with using these rule of thumbs combined with your own skill and judgment.